Death in Paradise is back for its 5th series.
Yes.
Why do you think people still love it so much?
Because it's fun. I think people love a crime genre show, especially one that's has a lightness of touch, a bit tongue-in-cheek, doesn't take itself overly seriously. I think it's very beautiful looking. People can escape, for a while, and they can watch it with the whole family. So I think it's popular with the whole family. It's on during a time of the year where people are broke and feel a little overindulged from the Christmas period, and they're back at work and maybe not feeling their absolute best, and it's a nice bit of escapism for those cold, dark nights. I think that's why it's so popular.
You cram a lot in as well, to an hour.
Yeah, I mean, I think people it's very hard work to make it look that easy, if you see what I mean. The writing, and the acting, both of them, to make it look so light and fluffy and fresh and delightful and enjoyable is actually really hard work. It's like a sort of the proverbial duck, paddling underneath. It all looks serene on the surface, but underneath everyone's working really hard. I know that quite a few writers, because we have different writers coming in and writing different episodes, and some of them come in and think, oh, this will be a breeze, a few cocktails, bit of a crime, lovely, off we go. But then they're like, it's the hardest thing I ever wrote. It's because to squeeze all that into 58 minutes, we do cram a lot in, yeah.
Do you think that's what makes it different then to other crime dramas that we might see?
Yeah, I do. Well, I think there aren't any other crime dramas quite like it, really. I mean, you have your dark, shoot down a Danish alleyway, Borgens and stuff like that, which are great. But you also, what it does best is it's a bit of fun. It's a bit like the old style Columbo's and Rockford Files. It's murder with nice hair. It's sort of murder to be enjoyed.
What can we expect for Humphrey the series? Doesn't he buy a boat in episode 1?
He does. He buys a boat. Sorry, I was just casting my mind back. He does. He buys a boat because I think he's eager to spread his legs and figuratively, obviously not literally when he's bought a boat. Spread his legs literally, not literally. No, he needs to spread his wings. I think he's I've always said that Humphrey's a study in loneliness. He's not maudlin about it, but he is he's quite a lonely person. I mean, he's a man who lives on his own with a lizard on the beach. As idyllic as it sounds, it's quite lonely for him. So I think he's looking for new ways of enjoying what he's doing and filling in his free time when he's not solving, unfeasibly grisly crimes with nice hair. So I think he's looking for new ways of enjoying the island and broadening his horizons.
And looking for ladies, perhaps?
Well, I mean, the thing with Humph is that he's always looking, but he doesn't really do much about it. He's one of those guys who does a lot of looking and not so much of anything else. But we do have a wedding this series, so I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you who that is that gets married, but obviously romance blossoms in some area or another.
Would you like to see love for Humphrey?
Yeah, absolutely. The right love. I think that he deserves it. I think that there's a real steel underneath that sort of bumbling exterior, and I think he is quite a catch, actually. I think once you get under the exterior of the linen suits, there's a bit of a muscled Adonis underneath there, and I think that he deserves love. I think he's got a lot of love to give. Definitely.